Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Love. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 22 yards there. A first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 3. Check the hook. Check 13.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, D.
To throw on 2nd down, Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
280. 53 is the mark. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Out, out, out. Go, go. Sled, sled. He's crashing. Go, go. Shit, shit. Shit. Say it, say it, say it. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Now a first down carry by Jones. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Check, check, check. Shit, shit. Just check it. Just check it. Crash, crash. Shit, shit.
On first down, it's Jones. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
One man in the backfield, that's Jones.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Watch twins. Watch twins. Kill, 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 kill. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Check 24, check 24.
On second down, it's Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
That's right. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 50.
On third down, it's Taylor, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, good move. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
4 down, 4 down. You go tight. 14. You got tight right there. Zoom, zoom.
Here's Wilson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mat slots or pits like you have for high jumpers, and, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a bat.
You just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Touch 50, touch 50.
To throw is Wilson. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Buccaneers 7, Seahawks nothing.
Waiting. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Slam, slam, slam. 66, pull it, half. Let's go, 14. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch this. Go ahead, 4 down, 4 down. Let's go, 14. 51, Mike 51. 51. Pick it up, pick it up. Good time.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down. Wilson now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Penny on the counter. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got Miller. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. In for the score, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check 99. Check 99. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Jump. Jump. Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones.
Switch it.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
Kill.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Check 31.
The Seahawks 46-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Buccaneer first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Undercrush. Tight dog. Check. Lucky. Hey, go. Check 24. Watch 24. Wheel. Check 50.
Here's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Second and 7 at the 16-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into power.
Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, 99 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake. Love going up top for Miller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check. Flag down. Run left. One pass. One fluff. We got motion. Back up.
Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for George Kittle. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
951. Let's go one more. Good job right there. Off. 951.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
0-0.
Now Wilson. That's caught by Penning. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They keep it with Penny on first down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey guys, listen. Match box. Right. Check hot route. Hot. Check. Crunch.
They'll go again with Sanders. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 23.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. Oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 40-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Here we go. All day defense. All day.
They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Here we go.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the
How many
time.
plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Love. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Exit. Check 26. Check 26.
On first down, Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line.
First down, Buccaneers.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 41. From the gun, Love. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Wilson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he's going to take this all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Penny, a 1st down carry. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Again, it's Penny. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the 1st battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Back.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Myers' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Let's go. Do it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Love. It's complete. It's Miller. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Slam. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Yeah. No.
Running right, Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Love. Jones has it. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. From the gun, Love. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. On 4th down, Love. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Green 80! Booster T! That's track! Slam, slam, slam! Check 90! Gun! Smart that! Joker! Green 80!
They'll toss it to Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
A gain of 12. First down, Buccaneers.
25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Man, I got you. At 25 to Mike.
On first down, Love. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 46-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check 24.
2nd and 5. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now it's Wilson. He's got the hook up to Miller. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Come. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check. Good job right there. Bang out.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 46. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Look, clock management 101.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.